Alright, so yesterday I was talking a bit about the good old bug out bag, and I had a lot of people in that video tell me why not just use the new dungeon SMG. Well, first off, big dog, let me get to that one, shit. And then second off, I feel like it would be easier for more people to go ahead and get access to that SMG versus one that's in the new dungeon, or at least to get a decent roll of it. Regardless, we are here today to talk about the No Survivors SMG, a new aggressive frame solar SMG, courtesy of the new Ghosts of the Deep Dungeon. This SMG has some pretty nice perks to boot, and we gotta talk about it. Now, being a solar SMG, it does have some direct competition with some SMGs that we've been recently talking about. Of course, the bug out bag, and everybody's favorite, the Callus Mini Tool. There's also the borrowed time, but I don't use that SMG personally, so I'm not gonna be talking about it that much. The No Survivors, however, does something that none of these other guns can do, and if we go ahead and pull up the perk pool, I believe most of you guys are instantly going to see what I'm talking about, and if you aren't, you will hear in a minute. So let's look at these third column perks. Well-rounded, offhand strike, surplus. The new Discord perk, final blows with another weapon, grant this weapon increased speed for ADS, accuracy, and airborne effectiveness for a short time. When Discord is active, final blows refund ammo. I haven't used this perk personally, so I'm not going to recommend it. Rangefinder if you're a PvP guy. And then the fan favorite PvE perk, Demolitionist. Alright. We're off to a good start. Solar aggressive frame SMG with demo in the third column. We're sizzling. We got some stuff in the pan here. All right, let's move it over to the fourth column now, my boy. Okay, we got elemental capacitor. Not the biggest fan of that perk. Pugilist, sure. Collective action, which I gotta say, bro, collective action it's nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of paracausal affinity in a way. It's a 20% damage perk that lasts for 10 seconds whenever you pick up elemental pickups, such as fire sprites, void breaches, stasis shards, ionic traces, and strand tangles. Kind of cool. You got target lock, so if you're a PvP guy, rangefinder target lock. It's on this SMG, I'm just saying. Adrenaline junkie, so we now have another aggressive frame SMG that can do the good old demolitionist adrenaline junkie combo. The other one being the Unforgiven, a void SMG from Duality. Love that SMG, just saying. And now for what this SMG can do that none of the other solar SMGs can do, it's got incandescent, meaning it's the only SMG that's got demo and incandescent on it. Now, I'm not saying it's the only gun that can do that, because the Battle Repulse Rifle from Dares of Eternity can as well, but that's a pulse rifle. SMG wise, this is the only one that can do demo and incan. Kind of a dope combo, and that's the one that we're using in the background gameplay. Anytime you get a kill, you're going to give yourself 10% grenade energy back, and that incandescent is going to help with that as well. So needless to say, this is a pretty damn good SMG that can go in a few different directions that you may want it to. Not a PvP guy, but I have been hearing that this thing can cook in PvP. It also has a really nice scope. I know some people may not care about that, but I do it. I shoot my guns, and this one just has a nice reticle, so I'm mentioning it. I believe if you're going to go for a PvE version of this weapon, the only real perk that you can strongly recommend in the third column is Demolitionist, at least in my opinion. But in the fourth column, I feel like you got a bit more freedom here. Of course, you have incandescent right there. Like I said, that's what we're using. Demo adrenaline junkie is always a great combo. Like I said, collective actions and not a terrible damage perk either. And then you can go ahead and get further creative if you wanted to. If I had to recommend the two most important perks from the fourth column, incan adrenaline junkie. Come on now. If you want to farm for this SMG, keep in mind the final boss for this dungeon always drops 2 drops, but the first boss you may be able to get quicker runs through. That's where I got this one that we're using in the background. These encounters have a pretty cluttered loot pool. But other than that, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this SMG down below in the comments, as well as your preferred role for it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, do consider subscribing. You guys have a great day. Be safe out there, and we'll see you guys in the next one.